What if aliens are not coming to Earth? Because they're already here. This isn't a question for science fiction fans or conspiracy theorists. It's a question based on centuries of stories, decades of sightings, and patterns too strange to ignore. We've looked to the skies for answers, but maybe, just maybe, the answers are walking right next to us. In this video, we'll go deep. Deeper than lights in the sky, deeper than flying saucers. We'll explore ancient texts, modern encounters, secret files, and strange behaviors. Not to entertain, but to ask a real question. What if aliens are already among us and we've never even noticed? You're watching Beyond Human Files, and this may change the way you see the world. Long before the first telescope was built, humans were already looking to the stars. In every ancient civilization, Sumerian, Egyptian, Mayan, Chinese, stories of beings from the sky were recorded. They were called gods, messengers, star people. But what if they weren't metaphors? What if those beings were real and not from Earth? The Sumerians described the Anunnaki, beings who descended from the heavens to shape humanity. The Dogon tribe in Africa knew of Sirius B, a star invisible to the naked eye, long before modern astronomy confirmed it. The Egyptians built pyramids aligned with the Orion belt. Coincidence? Or did ancient people receive help or warnings from beyond? Across the globe, isolated cultures told nearly identical stories. Visitors from the sky, flying vehicles, beings of great knowledge and power. Yet these people had never met. No internet, no airplanes, no contact. So how did they all describe the same thing? Maybe the question isn't, did ancient people imagine aliens? But rather, did we later redefine their stories to fit our comfort zone? What they called gods might have been something else entirely. If alien presence on Earth is ancient, then maybe they never truly left. Thousands of UFO sightings are reported each year. Most are dismissed. Weather balloons, drones, satellites. But some cannot be explained. Since the 1940s, pilots, soldiers, and civilians alike have reported craft moving faster than physics allows. No wings, no sound, no heat, just impossible speed and perfect control. Are these just military secrets, or is something else watching us? Sightings happen in waves. The 1950s, the 80s, the 2000s. But strangely, they follow the same behavior patterns. Appear at night, avoid crowded places, disappear before contact. Witnesses describe eerily similar shapes: discs, orbs, triangular craft, sometimes glowing, sometimes fully silent, across different decades, different continents, different people, all reporting the same thing. Can mass delusion draw the same shape time and time again? Or are we seeing the same visitors again and again? If so, why do they keep coming back? And more importantly, have they ever really left? What if the question isn't, are they here? But rather, who among us isn't who they seem? The infiltration theory suggests something bold, that intelligent non-human entities are already here, blending in, not in flying saucers, not in distant galaxies, but walking past you on the street. Some reports describe people with strange behavior: no blinking, delayed reactions, unnatural stillness. Others say they've seen someone change for a split second, a glitch, a distortion, a moment of something else. Coincidence? Brain trick? Or a mask slipping? If you wanted to observe a species without being noticed, what would you do? Look like them, move like them, learn their language, mimic emotions, pretend to be human. But humans aren't perfect. We notice things. We feel when something's off. A sense that someone's not really there. That feeling you've had, in the elevator, on the train, in a dark hallway. What if you were right? Not every stranger is a threat, but not every human is human. If the idea that aliens are already here is so absurd, why is it treated like a state secret? For decades, governments have denied, ignored, or lost evidence related to UFOs and extraterrestrial encounters. Thousands of pages blacked out, dozens of testimonies, discredited military footage, accidentally deleted. In 2020, the U.S. government confirmed the existence of unidentified aerial phenomena, but gave no answers, just acknowledgement. So why now? And what else are they not telling us? Former intelligence officers have claimed that programs exist to recover and study non-human craft. Some even say bodies. But without evidence, it's all just hearsay. And every time someone comes forward, they're silenced, mocked, or vanish from public view. Is this about national security or about power? If something not human has technology far beyond ours, what would it mean for governments, militaries, religions? The balance of control would collapse. Perhaps silence isn't denial, it's strategy. If the public knew the full truth, would they panic? Would they obey? Or would they finally start asking the right questions? Maybe they're not hiding what's out there. Maybe they're hiding what's already here. If aliens have truly been visiting Earth for centuries, what if they've done more than just observe? Some believe the next phase has already begun. Not invasion, not war, but integration. In thousands of abduction reports worldwide, there's a common detail. Medical procedures, fertility experiments, memories of strange children, half human, half something else. People describe hybrid beings with large eyes, emotionless faces, and unnaturally calm behavior. Sometimes they're seen in dreams, sometimes in real life. Are these just trauma hallucinations? Or is something being created? Some whistleblowers claim secret programs exist to enhance the human genome, to mix intelligence, emotion, and telepathy. But for what purpose? To survive? To adapt to Earth? Or to eventually replace us? What if some people already aren't fully human? Would you be able to tell, or are they already in your school, your office, your home? Evolution has never been optional. But what if? This time, we're not the ones in charge. If they are here, then we have to ask, why? No civilization crosses the stars for fun. There's always a reason, a motive, and that motive may tell us more about them than any spaceship ever could. Some say they're observers, watching how we evolve, waiting to see if we destroy ourselves or rise beyond our instincts. Others believe they see Earth as a resource, not just for water or minerals, but for something rarer, life. Earth is a genetic goldmine, thousands of species, billions of individuals, constant evolution. What if we're part of an experiment, a project they started long ago, tweaking, testing, watching, or maybe it's not about what we are, but about what we're becoming. Artificial intelligence, planetary climate change, global surveillance. We're on the verge of something irreversible. Are they here to warn us or to accelerate what's coming? Some even suggest they're not here for us at all, but for the planet itself, to ensure it survives, regardless of whether we do. Whatever the reason, one thing is certain: no one crosses the galaxy without a plan. In 1977, a man in rural Brazil claimed he was taken by beings with glowing eyes. They didn't speak. They touched his skin, like they were scanning it. He was found 2 days later, disoriented, with radiation burns. No drugs, no injuries, no memory of how he got there. In the 1994 Ruwa, Zimbabwe incident, 60 school children claimed a spacecraft landed near their playground. They said small beings with large eyes came out and spoke to them with their minds. Years later, those children, now adults, still tell the exact same story. Word for word, detail for detail. Military pilots from the U.S. Navy recorded objects moving at impossible speeds. They confirmed, "We don't know what they are." The government admitted the footage is real, but gave no answers. A retired intelligence officer once said in a private recording, "They don't want attention. They want access." Access to what? To who? Thousands of people across different countries describe the same experiences: paralysis, lost time, vivid lights, a presence in the room just before blacking out. Some call it sleep paralysis, others call it contact. Not all stories can be verified. But when so many say the same thing, with no connection to each other, should we still call it imagination? Or are we ignoring evidence because it doesn't fit the world we want to believe in? Not every threat is visible. Not every presence leaves a mark. Some researchers believe alien contact doesn't always happen in physical space, but in the mind. Many abductees report the same thing. Waking up with a memory that isn't clear, a dream that felt too real, a voice inside their head, lost time, missing hours, the sense of something happening, but no proof. If a species had mastered not only space, but also consciousness, could they manipulate perception? Could they hide not by changing form, but by changing our ability to see? Some people claim they've seen things, only to forget them minutes later, or they remember them only in dreams. Is that trauma or technology? Mind control, telepathy, implanted thoughts. These ideas used to sound like science fiction, but today, even humans are experimenting with them. So what could a civilization, thousands of years ahead of us, do? What if the greatest illusion is the belief that we would notice something non-human at all? What if they're not hiding in the shadows, but inside our minds? So, what now? After everything we've seen, the stories, the patterns, the silence, the theories, if even a fraction is true, then the world isn't what we think it is. Maybe we're not alone. Maybe we've never been. Maybe what we call normal life is happening under the shadow of something much larger. Are they watching us, guiding us, testing us? Or are we just an experiment forgotten by its creator? The truth might not come in one big reveal. It may come in whispers, in dreams, in the feeling that someone or something is watching. Ask yourself, have you ever felt like something wasn't quite right? Like someone wasn't what they appeared to be? Maybe that wasn't imagination. Maybe that was the truth, knocking quietly. Keep watching, keep questioning, because the files are far from closed.